back to Orchard Rescue. Haven't made a video in a while. It's mid-January, and we're just finishing up some apple pruning and waiting for some time to pass into February, and we'll start our peach pruning. But we've been doing some planting, and we've decided to put in some high density apple trees this spring, and we've got those on order. I think we have 1,100 trees coming, and so we needed to lay out a plot where we were going to do that. And after some looking around of where best suited, I think we decided on a place here. And starts with, we took some survey flags and set them up, but we needed a plot that was going to be, ended up being 325 feet deep, and then over this way it's like 110 or so over to the other flag over there, and that gives us an acre. And so we're going to put 1,100 trees on an acre, and we're going to achieve that using the modern trellis system, where we run a trellis down the row, and the trees will be planted 3 feet apart, and then they'll be wired or tied to the trellis. You might think of it as your tomato plants, if you ever grown those, and you put stakes up to support the plants. That's basically what we're going to do with these apple trees. And we're going to have space between the rows of 12 feet. Now that is basically half the distance of this existing row, which is 24 feet. The reason we're doing that is we've got to get more production out of the land that we have. We've got too much empty space in this orchard, and so all of that space is not producing any revenue. So the purpose of getting these new apple trees is to generate, give us more fruit, more production per acre, and allow us to, hopefully make a little bit more revenue with the additional fruit. I'll go over the apple trees, the kind that we're getting, a little bit later. But we are going to have to sacrifice some of these peach trees. I've got 3 rows that are going to be affected. And then this little fence here, it's more of a roped off area, but this is supposed to be a deer fence. It hasn't worked real well as far as staying up, and then it appears that some of it's been cut. Don't know if it's vandalism or what, but it's been cut and it's falling down in some places. But on the other side, we start our apple orchard, and we've got some smaller trees there. We're going to try to transplant those trees over deeper into the apple orchard there. We do have to lose a couple of apple trees, more mature apple trees, to get them out of the way so that we have room to plant. The other thing we've got to do, which I'll be working on today, is taking this rope fence down, because we're going to have to put deer fence back up on these new trees, and we're going to go with a wire type fencing and surround the trees with that, 8 feet tall, and wire every probably 16 inches, something like that, so the deer can't climb through it, and they can't jump over it. At least that's the intention. So that's what I'm working on today, and I'll get some video of that, taking this down. I'm not going to be able to pull the post out today my tractor is elsewhere getting repaired, and so I won't be able to lift those out by hand. I'm going to wait until the tractor gets back, but at least I can get this rope taken down. A few hundred of these it'll be sold so that we can pull them on the next step to replace with wire deer fencing. So please comment, rate, subscribe. We're pushing 15 subscribers. Shoot for 20